Hey guys, it's Allison. So today's video is going to be a bookstore vlog, and this is the first time I'm ever going to do this video, and probably many more to come. But I just got into reading like 2-3 weeks ago, and I read like 5 or 6 books in that span of time. And yeah, and I'm going to show you guys what I get also at the end. But we're first going to go to Target just to see the book section there, because they have been having 20% off for a while. I've been there twice, and both times they had 20% off on the books. So if I want any of the books there, I'm gonna get them there, and then we're gonna go to Barnes & Noble since they're like right next door to each other. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the video. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Comment down below any videos you want me to do next. Subscribe down below if you're new to my channel, and turn on post notifications to get an update every time I post a new video. And let's get started. So I'm gonna show you guys my outfit of the day really quickly. So this shirt I think is from like Shein maybe, but I think you could get it on Amazon, to be honest. It's just like a long t-shirt that says Los Angeles, California. Biker shorts are from American Eagle. I have my Air Forces on, but I have my socks on right now. Earrings from my jeweler 2, my cross necklace that I always wear, and this is what I always wear as well. My Apple Watch, and I got this bracelet from Key West, a store called Blue Hibiscus in Mallory Square. Then I have my twist bracelet that has like the bear and then the red string. And then I have this Pandora bracelet that Kathy got me, and then I painted my nails white. And then I also have this bracelet, which is what I'm matching with Taylor, and then this bracelet I'm matching with my little sister Jasmine. My bag in the video that you guys will see is from Key West, from the hotel that I was staying at. And yeah. So we are back from Barnes & Noble's and Target, and the books are in here. So I'm going to show you guys what we got. And in Target, there wasn't really any books that I wanted or anything like that. Nothing that was on my list. But then this book actually caught my eye, and I was like, let me read the back of this book. And then it actually was pretty interesting, so I decided to pick it up. It was 20% off, so it was like 17 bucks originally, and I think I got it for like $13 or something like that. But by the way, I'm using natural lighting, so if the sun comes in and out, that is why, because it's kind of cloudy out in a way, like the clouds are out. But yeah, but this is the first book that I picked up. It's Not a Happy Family by Sherry Lapina, if I said that correctly. And it says Breckenridge Hill in upstate New York is an expensive place to live. You have to be rich to have a house there. And Fred and Sheila Merton certainly are rich, but even all their money can't protect them when a killer comes to call. The Mertons are brutally murdered the night after an Easter dinner with their 3 adult kids, who of course are devastated, or are they? They each stand in to inherit millions. They were never a happy family thanks to the vindictive father and neglectful mother, but perhaps one of the siblings is more disturbed than anyone knew. Did someone snap after that dreadful evening, or did another person appear later that night with the worst of intentions? That must be what happened. After all, if one of the family were capable of something as gruesome as this, you'd know. So that's this book. I can't wait to read this. This will probably be the first book I read, since that's the first book I picked up. But let's see, it's so hard to choose from any of these books where to start. But yeah, that was the first book I got. So onto the Barnes & Noble's books. I got this one. This is The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. This is the author from Then She Was Gone. And yeah, so it says, soon after her birthday, Libby Jones returns home from work to find the letter she has been waiting for 25 years. She rips it open with one diving thought: I am finally going to know who I am. She learns not only the identity of her birth parents, but also that she is the sole inheritor of their abandoned mansion on the banks of the Thames. Everything in Libby's life is about to change, but what she can't possibly know is that others have been waiting for this day as well, and she is on a collision course to meet them. In The Family Upstairs, the master of bone-chilling suspense brings us the can't look away story of 3 entangled families living in a house with the darkest of secrets. So that is the other book. Can't wait to read this one. Then the next book I picked up was Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I heard she was a really good author and has really good books, but this is the first book that I decided to pick up from her, because that was the first book that popped up and like interested me. So this is, at the age of 29, Hannah Martin, still no idea what she wants to do with her life. She has lived in 6 different cities and has held countless meaningless jobs since college. But on the heels of a disastrous breakup, she has finally returned to her hometown of Los Angeles to celebrate her first night back. Her best friend Gabby takes Hannah out to a bar where she bumps into her high school boyfriend Ethan. It's just past midnight when Gabby asks Hannah if she's ready to go. Ethan quickly offers to give her a ride later if she wants to stay. Hannah hesitates. What happens if she leaves with Gabby? What happens if she leaves with Ethan? In concurrent storylines, Hannah lives out the effects of each decision. Quickly, their parallel universes develop into surprisingly different stories with far-reaching consequences for Hannah and the people around her. Raising questions included: is anything meant to be? How much in our lives is determined by chance? And perhaps most compellingly, is there such a thing as a soulmate? Hannah believes there is, and in both worlds she believes she's found him. So this is the book I decided to pick up from Taylor Jenkins Reid. But yeah, let me know if you read any of her other books, and if you have any recommendations. So this is Verity by Colleen Hoover. You know, she's all over the internet, on TikTok and all that stuff. This is the first book I decided to pick up from her. I don't know why I chose this one, but yeah. Lowen Ashley is a struggling writer on the brink of financial ruin when she accepts a job offer of a lifetime. Jeremy Crawford, husband of a best-selling author Verity Crawford, has hired Lowen to complete the remaining books in a successful series his injured wife is unable to finish. Lowen arrives at the Crawford home ready to sort through years of Verity's notes and outlines, hoping to find enough material to get her started. What Lowen doesn't expect to uncover in the chaotic office is an unfinished autobiography Verity never intended for anyone to read. Page after page of bone-chilling admissions, including Verity's recollection of the night her family was forever altered. Lowen decides to keep the manuscript hidden from Jeremy, knowing his contents could devastate the already grieving father. But as Lowen's feelings for Jeremy begin to intensify, she recognizes all the ways she could benefit if he were to read his wife's words. After all, no matter how devoted Jeremy is to his injured wife, a truth this horrifying would make it impossible for him to continue loving her. So that's the book I decided to pick. So let me know if you read this. Don't do any spoilers, but let me know if you read this book and the ratings you give it. The next book I chose is Silent Patient. This cover is kind of scary, but you know, it's okay. This is by Alex. I'm not gonna butcher the last name. It's kind of like a psychology book, and I have a degree in psychology. It's gonna be interesting to read this. It says Alicia Bernson's life is seemingly perfect until one night when her husband Gabriel returns home late from work and Alicia shoots him 5 times in the face and then never speaks another word. Alicia's refusal to talk or give any kind of explanation turns the domestic tragedy into a mystery that captures the public imagination. She, the silent patient, is sitting away from the tabloids at the Grove, a secure psychiatric unit in North London. Criminal psychotherapist Theo Faber is captivated by Alicia's story and jumps at the opportunity to work with her. His determination to get her to talk and unravel the mystery of why she shot her husband will take him down a path more unexpected and more terrifying than he ever imagined. So this is what I decided to read. It says over 4 million copies sold worldwide. Good job for Alex. Good job. Then I picked this book up. It's The Last Thing He Told Me by Laurel Dave, and all of a sudden this popped up when I was searching for books, and I was like, this sounds like an interesting book. And it's about, it says, before Owen Michaels disappears, he manages to smuggle a note to his beloved wife of 1 year. Protect her. Despite her confusion and fear, Hannah Hall knows exactly to whom the note refers. Owen's 16-year-old daughter, Bailey. Bailey, who lost her mother tragically as a child. Bailey, who wants absolutely nothing to do with her new stepmother. As Hannah's increasingly desperate calls to Owen go unanswered, as the FBI arrests Owen's boss, as the U.S. Marshal and federal agents arrive at her Sausalito home unannounced, Hannah quickly realizes her husband isn't who he said he was, and that Bailey just may hold the key to figuring out Owen's true identity and why he finally really disappeared. Hannah and Bailey set out to discover the truth, but as they start putting together the pieces of Owen's past, they soon realize they were also building a new future, one neither of them could have anticipated. When it's breakneck pacing, dizzying plot twists, and advocate family drama, The Last Thing He Told Me is a riveting mystery certain to shock you with its final heartbreaking turn. So seems interesting to me. I don't really like hardcovers. I like soft covers, and at the same time I like hardcovers. It's like weird. But that is the other book I chose to get. And the last book I got is this one. When like books started to blow up on TikTok and stuff like that, this is like the first one everybody was talking about. It's A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I'm late to the trend, but you know, I'm finally reading it. And it says, this is the story of an investigation turned obsession. Pretty and popular high school senior Andy Bell was murdered by her boyfriend Saul Singh, who then killed himself. It was all people who could talk about, and 5 years later Pip sees how the tragedy still haunts her town. Now a senior herself, Pip decides to re-examine the closed case for her final project, at first just to cast doubt on the original investigation, but soon she discovers a trail of dark secrets that might actually prove Saul innocent, and the line between past and present begins to blur. Someone in Fairview doesn't want Pip digging around for answers, and now her own life might be in danger. So that is the last book I got. So these were all the books I got. So let's see how long it takes me to read all of this. I'll let you guys know what I think, and comment down below if you read any of these or you're interested in books, what books you recommend. But I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.